Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 8 matchups on this NBA slate today. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, guys. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. If you guys like player props, go ahead and sign up with Underdog in the description below. We've got a Curry 0.5 higher line that you can add to your legs. So take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. Don't want to miss out on that. And yeah, we'll hop in here. Decent slate today. 8 matchups, starting with the Orlando Magic versus the Charlotte Hornets. Magic opening up as a 5-point road favorite with the over-under at 211. Magic coming into this matchup 34-38. The Hornets 18-53. Head-to-head, the Magic 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, 8-2 covering the spread. They are coming off a back-to-back. We'll see if that affects anything. Probably not. They're such a young team. I don't think it really would affect anything. Coming off a dominating Lakers win yesterday as underdogs. I didn't think they were going to beat the Lakers, with the Lakers pretty much fully healthy. Charlotte on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Miami loss. Magic 5-1 covering the spread, 8-1 covering against Charlotte. They're 8-1 against Charlotte straight up. 6-1 covering on the road where they've been really good. Charlotte 3-11 at home. The under has hit a 9 of Charlotte's last 12 against the Magic here. Yeah, I like the Magic. I mean, they've been dominant against Charlotte. Some momentum after a big win yesterday. And they've been really good covering on the road, which is what you want to see from a road team. Give me the Magic -5 and Moneyline today. Next matchup, we've got the San Antonio Spurs versus the Detroit Pistons. Detroit opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 235. Spurs coming into this matchup 31-39. Detroit 40-32. Head-to-head, Spurs 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 7-3 covering the spread. The Spurs, they are on a 3-game winning streak coming off a dominating Toronto win, 123-89. Detroit, they're coming off a big Pelicans win, 136-130. You've got the Spurs. You know, these numbers are probably inflated or whatever, but they're 15-5 against Detroit, 14-6 covering against Detroit. It's pretty interesting because Spurs have always been pretty good. Detroit, not so much, but things have definitely swapped this year. Detroit's the much better team. Detroit 7-3 at home. Struggling covering the spread, though. Just 1-5 covering the spread. The overs hit in 10 of their last 15 at home against the Spurs. That's a tough one because Spurs are actually playing pretty decent here this last week. They've been scoring a lot too, putting over 120 plus their last 3 games. Yeah, Detroit just been in close games. Haven't been able to just really have those dominating games, except against the Pelicans 4 games ago. Been in a lot of close ones here. I don't know. Not in love with the points with Detroit. With them struggling. Spurs been really good covering the spread. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Spurs plus 9.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Dallas Mavericks versus the New York Knicks. Knicks opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Dallas coming into this matchup 35-37. The Knicks 44-26. Head-to-head, Dallas 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. You got Dallas coming off a Brooklyn win. Crazy because I didn't even really know this. Probably because, listen, I kind of just stopped paying attention to the Mavs, honestly. But Anthony Davis did make his return yesterday. You know, had an okay game, nothing crazy. They did win. I'm very curious why he's going to play. I know they're like still in playoff contention. They're in like the 10th seed, I think. But like, Anthony Davis should be playing. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be playing a back-to-back. So I don't think you got to worry about Anthony Davis today. The Knicks coming off a big Wizards win. Good bounce-back win from them. Dallas just 4-9 covering the spread. They've actually been good against the Knicks, but these numbers against the Knicks just they're not relevant because this is not the same team that's been beating those Knicks the last few years. Knicks 5-1 at home. Yeah, coming off a back-to-back. Especially with how depleted the Mavs are. Maybe we see like Klay Thompson or someone sit. Yeah, I just don't love Mavs on a back-to-back, especially if AD's back out. Yeah, I got to take the Knicks -9.5 and money line at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Golden State Warriors versus the Miami Heat. Warriors opening up as a 5-point road favorite with the over-under at 218. Warriors coming into this matchup 41-30. The Heat 30-41. Head-to-head, the Heat 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. You got the Warriors. They're coming off an Atlanta loss, a game where Curry was out. Curry's day-to-day today. Hopefully he plays, because if so, guys, use that Curry 0.5 higher line today in your parlays on Underdog. Link in the description, guys. Take advantage of that. If you're not already signed up with Underdog, go ahead and do it. Throw Curry in there. And, you got Miami coming off their first win. They were on over a 10-game losing streak, coming off a Charlotte win. The big news here, Jimmy Butler revenge game against the Heat. Kind of did the Heat dirty. We all know what happened with Jimmy. Revenge game in Miami here. Man, I just got to take the Warriors. And obviously the Warriors are still playing amazing. The only games they've really lost is because they've actually they had a game where they lost to Denver. That was just a bad game. But only games they've really lost is when Curry or Jimmy's been out. That's really it. When they're both together, they've been pretty unstoppable. And yeah, Jimmy revenge game. Maybe take a shot with some Jimmy overs on some of his stats today because yeah, I'm sure he's going to go off against the Heat today. Give me the Warriors -5 and Moneyline on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Houston Rockets. Houston opening up as an 8-point home favorite with the over-under at 234.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 35-36. Houston 46-26. Head-to-head Atlanta 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Atlanta on a 3-game winning streak. They're coming off a Philly win. They are 7-3 in their last 10. Houston coming off a Denver loss. They were on a monster win streak too. Atlanta, they play Houston very well. They're 6-3 covering the spread. 6-3 against Houston. 7-2-1 covering against Houston. Houston 1-4 covering the spread right now. The overs hit in 5 of their last 5 at home against Atlanta. We've seen this. We saw this especially with Cavs too. Monster win streak. Then boom, they lose a couple in a row. I don't know. Maybe it could be a little down slump for Houston here after that huge success they had. I think maybe we get a little cold streak from them here this next week. Give me a Hawks +8 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz. Grizzlies opening up as a 10-point road favorite with the over-under at 240.5. Grizzlies coming into this matchup 43-28. Utah 16-56. Head-to-head Memphis 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Memphis on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Clippers loss. Last time they did play Utah, they beat them 122-115. Utah just 1-9 in their last 10, and that one win was against the Wizards. So it seems like these bad teams, they only beat up on each other, like the Wizards, Hornets, Nets. They just kind of beat up on each other. Memphis, tough to trust Memphis. They're 1-7 covering the spread, 2-8 covering against Utah here. I mean, not much confidence with Memphis. They've kind of been a letdown, I would say, this season. Haven't been like dominating like you would kind of expect with the team they have. The numbers are horrible for Utah. The overs hit in 13 of their last 18 against Memphis. Yeah, Memphis couldn't cover the last time they played Utah. They were 10-point favorites last time, couldn't cover. I don't really love it, but I think I got to take a shot with the Jazz +10 at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Cavs opening up as a 9-point road favorite with the over-under at 234. Cavs coming into this matchup 57-14. Portland 32-40. Head-to-head Cleveland 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 6-4 covering the spread. Donovan Mitchell day-to-day. Be sure to check his status. When he's out, they obviously have not played well, so make sure he plays today. Cleveland, they're coming off a big Utah win. Nice bounce back on that 4-game losing streak. Get a nice matchup with Utah, win by like 30. Good win for them. Portland coming off a tough Boston loss, ending their 4-game winning streak they were on. Cavs 6-1 against Portland, 5-2 covering against Portland. Portland, the unders hit in 5 of their last 7 against Cleveland. mainly just be sure to monitor Donovan Mitchell's status. If Donovan Mitchell's playing, I got to take the Cavs here. Hard to bet against them. Especially because they're anything under like 10 points from the Cavs, I think is a steal, honestly. And they've been very good against Portland here. Give me the Cavs -9 in money line on the road today. Then the last matchup, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Sacramento Kings. Thunder opening up as a 10-point road favorite with the over-under at 231. Thunder coming into this matchup 59-13. The Kings 35-35. Head-to-head, Sacramento 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. OKC 9-1 in their last 10. They're coming off a Clippers win. Sacramento on a 2-game losing streak, coming off. Actually, that doesn't even seem accurate. No, because they lost to the Celtics last night, so this wasn't updated. They did lose to Boston last night. There we go, it updated. Yeah, 113-95 on a 3-game losing streak. A back-to-back. We'll see if some guy, maybe Sabonis, who's been injured a little bit, plays a back-to-back here. The Thunder, though, 4-1 against Sacramento. 4-1 covering against Sacramento. 6-0 covering the spread right now during the 6-game winning streak. Yeah, I just got to take the Thunder. All the signs are pointing to the Thunder. Kings back-to-back. Thunder extremely hot. Give me Thunder -10 in the money line on the road today. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.